Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the final table, the final table of the World Series of Free Enterprise. I'm Pidge01 tonight. I'll be your commentator tonight, joined by Woo Bear as well.
Woo Bear, that's me.
We have two of the 6 teams that made it to the final table. Our Team 23NZ, which is Couch 23 and SG, versus Team Best Angle, which I said that
23 and Z,
wrong.
man.
Yeah, I got them totally mixed up. Look at the top versus the left.
FF4FE and Yimmo.
Yeah, Couch 23 and Z, man. They're 23 and Z, and SG and Yimmo are Team Best Angle. All right, off to a good start.
Looks like we got a Sid start.
Oh yeah, we have a Sid start. That's interesting.
Always fabulous Sid, my favorite.
Yeah, Sid is a really great starter character. He can do like a lot in the early game, but his usefulness like kind of tapers off as you get further and further in the seed. But it's kind of nice to be able to have him so you can like probably do something at Mount Hobbs. You can do something in Outline. You know, you don't have to worry too much about like what you're gonna find in the chests to be
So
like,
that's
oh,
skin
can I beat
from
this
somewhere? Is that one of the new palettes?
Oh yeah,
Is it at all?
that is a newer one, but I don't recognize what it's a reference to, if anything.
I'm just gonna say Speed Racer, and that's what we're gonna go with.
All right, we'll go with that. So, I guess, like, before we get started, just, like, some background on these two teams. 23 and Z, they didn't win any qualifier race, but they placed very highly in the 3 qualifiers that they joined, so they made it to the final table by their Z score. Team Best Angle actually won the 2nd qualifier race. Team Best Angle, there are 2 newer players to Free Enterprise. They started playing sometime in December, actually. Yimmo made SG play this for Yimmo's birthday, and that's kind of how they got into it. Whereas Team 23 and Z, they're a little bit older in the community. They actually both, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they both made it to top 32 in last year's Highway to the Zero Miss Zone tournament.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong? Okay, well, I know one of them definitely made it pretty high.
I have no idea. Keep going.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. We got like kind of the contrast here of how they made it to the final table, like how they got started in Free Enterprise, like kind of the old blood and the new blood. It's gonna be, we're in for an exciting race, especially with 4 other fantastic teams in the final table tonight. I'm really excited to see how this is gonna go.
It's an exciting time right now. This is the very last event of World Series too, right?
Yeah, what a fantastic, what's it been, 7 weeks?
Yeah, I guess so. I started playing right before it started, so it's been about 7 weeks for me. 2 months.
Oh, excellent. How did you like it so far?
I hated it.
Oh no, that's awesome.
It's been great. I would have preferred being on a final table at one point, but it's fine. I don't mind too. It was
I feel the same.
Lots of fun.
I think I got 6th in one qualifier and 7th in another qualifier. Not enough to make it to the final table, but you know, I felt a little bit of pride from that.
That's excluding the Edward. I don't want to talk about that one.
Oh, I didn't end up joining that one. I was busy that weekend, but
that was not a very fun scene.
Oh no.
On the Sunday ones, anyways. The Saturday ones are fine.
Okay, looks like we're about to get started according to the Discord race bot. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's get hype, everybody.
We got an early lead on Yimmo over here. It's about 2 seconds ahead. Hey, Dark Knight Cecil, my favorite.
Good old Pain Man. I'm glad he's making an appearance in the seed that I'm commentating. It's very fitting.
He's by far my favorite character. When I was doing the 2v2 qualifiers, I was always the one to do ordeals because I always wanted that chance to get a Cecil on.
Oh, yeah. In the seeds that I was doing with my teammate is whoever found him first would go to ordeals, or whoever found Tella first. So these 2 teams each kind of have like different strategies for how they split up the beginning of the game. I know that Team Best Angle, Yimmo likes to start with Baron and then go to Toroya and then actually peek in Zot super early and then go to Evelyn, whereas SG prefers to go the traditional Damsian, Antlion, Hobbs Fabul route. So, Fusoya in the inn, interesting. Nice Marasame for an edge that we don't have yet.
The Power Rope Sard should have a little bit of a impact on the early game here too.
Oh yeah, that'll give definitely it'll give Sid a bit of an edge. Some pretty interesting items in Damsian.
Another power robe there. Crystal armor.
If only Cecil could equip it.
One day he will be a big boy paladin Cecil.
Yeah, hopefully. There's also the possibility of dishing him if you find some better characters, early Magma Key, etc., etc.
Just needs to go to the hairdresser, get the fabulous hair going on.
I see Couch is making the D-Mist check after, I think, like the first Appleseed qualifier where like vanilla D-Mist was there and has something really good. I think everyone kind of learned their lesson to like not skip that anymore. Couch actually, he made it to the final table for both Appleseed and Catalyte, so it's really cool that he's also made it to the final table for this event.
Couch is actually going for the boss kill too, which I assume is for the Fusoya eventually, to get an extra little boss kill on that.
That would make sense. I would probably do the same thing now that we know that Fusoya is potentially an early boss. Granted, it's not like some kind of ridiculous boss in the second slot. Oh, Hourglass 1 in Troya. That's very, very good. Like I was saying, Yimo likes to go to Tower of Za and Eblin early, so finding Hourglass 1 on his actual way there is something that he's gonna love to see.
There was an early Avenger Sword in Antlion picked up by SG for 8, as well as a Protector Ring.
Very, very good items to have. Ooh, an Artemis bow. That'll be nice. If we can find some good arrows for Sid.
Was that in the Troya treasury?
Yes, that was in the Troya treasury.
Yeah, this seed has been really loaded so far.
Yeah, this is. I'm a little bit jealous, honestly. Yeah, like. All these power robes, Artemis bow, lots of good stuff they're finding.
Yep, that is going to be one beefy Sid in Antlion Cave right now.
In case anybody's curious about the names that Yimo has given his party members, they're all named after people that play blind games in a group of friends with him and SG.
SG also has a Stardust rod. I didn't see where he got that, but it's also going to be a great item once I get that Fusoya going.
Oh, nice Moonveil in the upper chest in Eblin. Sorry, not Eblin. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all my names mixed up today. Damsian. Upper chest of Damsian. There are times when, there are times when I just consider skipping that chest and then I find like adamant armor. It's like, okay, well, I'm glad I didn't skip that.
And we get a tower key in Antlion. Never skip Antlion, folks.
So it looks like yeah, Couch is going for the Watery Pass check. Also a very good idea looking for D-Mist and just getting that free Water Hag boss kill. It kind of sucks having Water Hag in a slot like that that's going to be free anyway, because like, Water Hag is kind of nice to get later on since it's like a quote-unquote free fight. It's just
never
like,
want to see that early.
Yeah, hit him in 3 turns and he's done. But beating him at Watery Pass is nice and fast, and also will give Couch, like we were saying earlier, more spells for Fusoya, since we know where he is. Yemo, interesting play of going for Flame Dog and checking the top of the tower first, I think he's probably going to do. That's, oh, he found coffins as well. That's nice. That's very, very nice. I think Z-Man just found some crystal armor, so nice boost to his money.
We got a vanilla Yang on Hobbs over here.
Ooh. Yang, quite difficult to use in the early game, but we kind of have Sid carrying right now. Sid and Yang, I find, are like kind of opposite. They both do kind of the same sort of, they play the same
Yang's
sort of
much
role in your
better
team, but
late game.
yeah. Sid is like good early game, and Yang is not, and vice versa for late game.
It's pink shorts too, probably my favorite Yang outfit.
Yeah, I love it. So we kind of have Sid to carry this Pain Man and Pan Man around for a bit until ooh, a heroin robe, until they get some levels on them. I mean, for Cecil, it's not going to matter too much if he gets levels or not, but Yang, he wants some levels for sure. As most of you are familiar, his attack power is mostly based on his level rather than anything else. I did not catch what was in the Flame Dog chest. I definitely darted my eyes away for like a split second as he was using the coffin. But it doesn't look like it was a key item, since he has none on his tracker. Oh, thank you, Sean Cass. He found a life staff in the flame.
I had to step away for 2 seconds, but I'm back now.
That's totally fine. We just have Yemo going for the Eblin play. Eblin's really nice fast levels for your characters once you find Hourglass and coffins like he has.
After Hourglass wins.
Yeah, Hourglass one's so economical. They seem to last forever, despite the fact that they're not. They're Hourglass 1. And you think they're not going to last forever like Hourglass 2 and Hourglass 3, but nope, they last a long, long time.
Also, a defense sword in the Troya treasury. I just saw that, so
that's going to
sword for.
Yeah, that's going to be very nice once we digivolve Pain Man over there. The Mad Ogres can be a bit of a pain, but
looks like he got the Hourglass off in time.
Yeah, he got the Hourglass off before they queued up some more attacks, which is very good.
Medusa play.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing about Medusa is that you can't use Life Glitch with these, but I don't think he has life potions. He might, but honestly, some EXP better than no EXP.
He also put the bow in the wrong hand. I know he's only using Medusa arrows, but someone made fun of me for that, so I'm going to make fun of him. Okay, it looks like he's given up on the Medusa.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what determines the effectiveness of Medusa arrows. If anybody in chat knows, please feel free to fill me in. And it looks like Z-Man not far behind. He's also going to be heading into Eblin and making some similar discoveries.
Getting Asura in Fabul.
Oh, that's rough if you don't know how to life lock.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Let's see if he pulls out the life lock. Doesn't look like he's going for it.
Luckily, Asura is not doing very much damage with Sid. This boss can be quite scary if you don't have good defense power, and also if you don't have a way to reflect her cures. But if SG goes for lifelock and has Sid alive, then he should be okay. But I don't know if he's going to go for it. Z-Man finding the Stale Man chest. I'm not sure if we've seen Yemo do that or not, but Yemo about to grab an item from...
Ooh,
he found a nice little Excalibur sword. That, making that Mount Ordeals look more and more attractive.
Did he get the Avenger as well, or...? That's always a great combination.
I think Z-Man just reset on the Stale Man chest. Probably gonna go see if he can find a different chest instead. Or maybe try again.
Oh, SG is pulling out the Moonveil, surprisingly. Does he have a Starveil? Oh, he's using both Moonveils. Wow, okay.
Oh, wow.
For the Reflect, obviously, but I guess he doesn't know how to do the life glitch.
Yeah, it can be tricky. It can be really tricky to pull off. The double Moonveil is unfortunate because Moonveil's in quite short supply in this flag set.
They can cheese many fights.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, well he reset anyway, so he gets his Moonveils back. Oh, that's right. Much Paranoia raises a good point. You reflect a Moonveil onto Asura, and you also cannot hit her as she cannot hit you. Yeah. I did not even think of that. That is a very good point.
That's a very good point. I've done that by accident on a few bosses, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I love accidentally casting illusion on enemies. It's my favorite pastime.
Permanent illusion. Looks like Couch is on it now, though. See if he has any better strategies or if he can handle it.
Our two runners on the bottom are just making their way through Eblin, doing different fights. Let's see what Yemo... Ooh, the rat tail for Yemo!
And as he went back to Troya to get Starveil, so he should be going back over to Fabul after.
very good idea. Hopefully he can take down Asura with the Star Veils.
That should be no problem.
Might be a bit of a slow fight, just because of the relatively low damage output from this team currently, but it's pretty much guaranteed that she can't heal herself. I think SG will be just fine. And a Crystal Sword for Z-Man, even better than the Excalibur in the Mad Ogre chest.
Wow, some really beefy swords getting pumped out here. Also, looks like Couch is doing the life lock, so he should get this down fairly shortly.
Excellent. He did not even have to use a Star Veil. Pain Man taking a little nap on Couch's stream.
That'll be a common thing.
Yeah, at least until
the ordeal.
At least until we get him that very attractive crystal sword that Z-Man just found.
That's the other thing too with the Avenger and Crystal Armor. Crystal Armor not really the best, but with Avenger Sword it will be much more attractive.
Yeah. Or even, like, you might not opt to go for Crystal Armor, you might just sell it for some good cash. There's lots of good armor that Cecil can use. SG going to get that revenge on Asura. I'm looking forward to this. So Evelyn had the Excalibur, Crystal Sword, and a Rat Tail in the 3 trap chests. Not bad. I mean,
not too shabby. Still looking for that progression item.
Yeah, Rat Tail's nice to find, but can't do anything with it right now as he doesn't have the hook. But Excalibur and Crystal Sword especially. And,
so at this point it's looking like it's going to be Ordeals, Baronin, or possibly Fabul. We'll check that in a second here.
Yeah, I think in one of the qualifiers, Cecil was actually the duplicate character, and we had Excalibur and Crystal Sword, and oh man, I had fun
at that
party.
I think I got 2 Avengers that seed too, so I had double Crystal Sword, double Avenger Cecil. Basically my dream come true.
I was just like popping off in my voice call with my teammate, and I was calling my 2 Cecils the Pain Twins.
There's a lot of Dr. D's on Couch's team.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. What happened with Dr. D this week? He was a very well-loved member of this community, and it's just very sad. However, there will be a fundraiser stream happening. I can't remember the channel, but keep your eyes peeled in the FF4FE Discord if you're curious about that. There will be a fundraiser happening to raise funds to help his widow pay for funeral costs and such. So if you're interested in helping with that, then just make a quick peek over in the FF4FE Discord. He was awesome, and love him very much, and having fun playing this game is exactly what he would wanted all of us to do. And I hope we have a really good show tonight from all of our racers.
I'm sorry, I didn't know him. I didn't know about that.
It's that's why everyone is using the Dr. D name tonight, and it's just a really cool way to pay homage to him. So shout outs to that. Shout outs to the Dr. D Sid, the Dr. D Cecil, and the Dr. D Yang.
A lot of Dr. D's. The beefy boy crew.
The beefy boy crew, the beefy trio that's playing in honor of Dr. D. Ooh, Rubicant on Ordeals. That does not look fun. Oh, never mind. That looks very fun.
I also saw sirens in the item shop. So it's always nice to see those sirens.
Oh, Siren and Fabul. That is very nice. Having siren access early, it's always good to have. It's like, I hate when sirens are like on the moon or something and I have access to Underworld but not the moon, or they're in Eblin and you don't have the hook, and it's just, ugh.
Yeah, because I actually don't know how to grind without sirens. D-Machine or sirens is all I And it looks like we're getting a Wyvern too in the football in spot.
A good place to grind is just by turning encounters on in Upper Babel, but none of our racers are going to have to do that today since sirens are very abundant.
Yeah, we don't have the safe Wyvern on either, so that was a big mega nuke to the face.
Ooh. And oh, getting all the really mean bosses right now. Ogopogo giving Yemo a run for his money.
Never nice to see that in the back attack spot.
You see, I don't think it's ever nice to see Ogopogo anywhere, but especially not there. However, Yemo is completely unfazed. Yemo on this team, it was offered to me by one of the teammates that Yemo generally will not be, like, he'll be more confident if he's going for kind of a risky play with a suboptimal team, like a team that maybe a lot of racers might not feel confident taking into a certain fight slot. He's usually like the one who'll be like, oh, you know what, I'll make this work. Whereas SG likes to play more safely, kind of, I suppose. So when they're coming to split up fights like that, they usually have a pretty good idea of like who would be better suited to take on what slots based on what they know.
Looks like Couch wiped again to the Wyvern, so he's doing some stat management. Hopefully get enough speed for a Starveil. We got a Karate Man at the Mount Ordeal spot.
Nice.
I didn't get to see what the item was from there, unfortunately, but
that's actually also kind of disappointing to see him there, because now that we have Paladin Cecil, he would make the karate fight free anywhere with the triple hit win condition, but you know, it's just some slot that has the 1000 HP or so, no big deal.
Ooh, Darkness Crystal. Okay.
Ooh.
That's interesting. And we got Valis behind the Wyvern, which is kind of rude, but he should have enough accuracy to hit it at the spot.
Darkness Crystal on the moon. Well, Yemo is very comfortable going to the moon like early. I wonder if we're gonna see buy some sirens, go to the moon, and have a field day. Z-Man taking out Ogopogo as well. About to find his Darkness Crystal as well. Now, on the other side, with Team 23 and Z, Z-Man is less confident going to the moon than Couch is. Like, if they have a choice between who's going to go where, usually Couch will go to the moon and Z-Man will go underground. But I wonder if that's what we're going to see today with Z-Man finding the Darkness Crystal first. I believe that was also the case because Z-Man actually was one of the 4 teams in the Twin Invitational tournament that we had a couple months ago, and he and his partner Nitsky made it to the finals. And I know that in a seed where Darkness and Underground were available at the same time, they ended up beating my team because we made a moon play and they went Underground. Because I believe that Z-Man, I know, is much more confident going underground than on the moon, but he's a very skilled player who can handle either one. So we'll see what the team decides to do.
So it looks like the Baron Inn was empty, unfortunately, but they did get a Fusoya, so that'll make up for the time lost there.
Yeah, I think that is a very worthwhile prize from the inn, especially with all the bosses that they've been taking out early. Let's see what kind of magic he's got.
.23 and Z sounds like a restaurant/bar that you need start and beer to. That is for sure.
It sounds like it's a reference to the DNA testing, the 23andMe, I think it's called. That's probably the joke that I just explained because I'm not funny, but that's a clever team name. I like it.
I hope that's the joke. Otherwise, I'm completely lost on their name.
Well, it's Couch 23 and Z-Man. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be the only part of that's gotta be the only reasoning.
So it looks like everyone's doing ordeals here.
Very good choice. They must all be very much wanting to get that Crystal Sword Pain lead.
Oh, not just that, I think it's the only progression item. I don't think anything else is left.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have done everything on the overworld. They've checked all the trap chests. I think they have actually. I didn't notice. I don't know if 23 and Z checked Flame Dog chest. But yeah, they've done Baronin, they've done Ordeals, Fabul, and Antlion. Did anyone? They did Antlion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
That was Tower Key, I believe.
Earth Crystal is the only place left.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Earth Crystal is checkable. So yeah, we'll probably see one person doing Earth Crystal then, and one person heading to the moon to hopefully do some sort of cheesy boss. But they're still a little bit too tiny, I think, to do the moon efficiently.
Yeah, either that or they could take Sirens to the moon and...
They do have Sirens, they do have Hourglasses, so...
Yeah, they have, but they don't have any good way to kill dragons. Well, Crystal Sword, actually. Forget what I just said. They have Crystal Sword, they're fine.
Even so, at smaller levels, you only really need one fight to gain like a very high amount of levels, and that will just help.
Yeah, even just like one Siren on the moon will do a lot of work for you.
Yeah, we saw Baronin, Sean cast.
Baronin didn't have a key item, but it did have a Fusoya, and we definitely want a Fusoya.
Yeah, I think it was like a ninja robe. I can't remember offhand, but it wasn't a key item. So,
well, Z-Man was going for manipulating run buffering. That's the name of that tech, but did not quite work out. Hopefully, you can get it this time.
Manipulating the buffer of running.
He's run buffering when yeah. I can't words today apparently. Wyvern into Valval is having a dinner date. I like the idea of that. Makes for a funny picture.
I mean, dragons gotta eat too, right?
It's true, and I hear that dragons love bar food. Don't ask me where I heard that, but I'm sure it must be true.
They love barbecue, lols.
I suppose you're right.
Alright, Z-Man going for that tower key. Unless they was probably going for the Avenger. Yeah, never mind.
Avenger, very nice to have. Very, very nice to have. Yemo returning to Tower of Zot. Yeah, it looks like everyone
might be looking for a DMS check.
That's also true.
I don't know if he checked it the first time when they were up.
Yeah. I didn't notice if he did check that or not. It looks like everyone's grabbing the Darkness Crystal, but I think are all kind of in agreement that the moon is not a good play yet with no fast way to kill dragons. And there's still Earth Crystal to check. But, however, that may end up being where we have to go.
I'm still pretty surprised that no one's at least gone up to the moon.
Yeah, even if to just check the character. Might not seem like a good use of time without like a real good way to get any levels up there, but
it's doable.
Honestly, the hairdryer chest might be a good option right now. That's something I would consider.
It's super easy. They die very quickly, and I think the base is around 34,000.
Oh, you can get a ton of EXP if you backward glitch if you life glitch the back too.
Yeah, I think it's around like 54,000 total if you life glitch 3 of them.
Have we seen life potions?
That's a good point, actually. I don't think we have. No, they must, because they're guaranteed on the overworld, right? So
okay,
they have to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Severa. So okay, that makes sense.
Then everyone is in good shape. Oh, he is getting the tower key. Z-Man just got the tower key. You know, having Antlion is a nice easy key item. Especially like if you have access to exit, just warp right out of there. And you know what?
He does not.
Oh, that's... Oh, yeah, I guess Cecil didn't level up enough for
He's
it.
taking the walk of shame.
Oh, no. Several walks of shame in this game.
The sad walk back from Antlion.
It's definitely one of those games that likes to shame you for walking. He is 1 key item out of 10 closer to having double EXP, so not a bad thing to do while I guess Couch is doing Earth Crystal.
Did you lie to me, Sean Cass? I trusted you. I believed you that life potions were into it. Now I look like a silly guy. Can we get a ban on Sean Cass, please?
Oh my goodness, no. Imagine banning Sean Cass.
All the love. Just jokes.
Looks like SG is about to make the trip up. Oh, we found a white mage in the tower. I know everyone likes to dunk on Porum, but she's my favorite character in the game, and I'm happy that she's here.
She's probably like my 10th favorite character, I think, in the game.
Well, you know what? 10th out of 12th, I'll take it.
And the Kane.
Ooh, the Cane Man. Oh, we have the trio. We got the Pain Man, the Pan Man, and the Cane Man. I love it.
Need the Rosa for the big circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got some pretty good gear for the Kane as well.
The Berserk Party Pack. I love it.
The Berserk Party Pack.
I love it.
That's really good.
Oh yeah, now that I think about it, each of these teams has access to the 3 best swords: the Crystal Sword, the Excalibur, and the Defense Sword. And Kane can wear the Defense Sword since Cecil doesn't really need it. It's the other Pain Man.
They got the Avenger as well, so which is another sword that Kane can use to switch out.
Pain Man here actually seems a little scary if you're attacking him at first, but he's gonna survive this. Dude's only doing like 200 damage. Yeah, he's good.
I can't imagine anyone cares here, but I'm eating poutine and it is fantastic. This one.
I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. I haven't had that since 2 weeks ago, I think.
Since 2 hours ago. Could go for more.
Imagine going 2 weeks without eating poutine.
That is pretty sad.
Who's our character on the moon?
Ooh, we got a D-lunar spot. Doesn't look like he's going for the breath trick. Ooh, Edge. Very fancy.
Oh, that's nice. And you know what? Edge can make use of that Excalibur on one boss fight, I suppose, for some nice big damage early on. Yeah, it's quite a few good items that we have that Edge can throw, and Excalibur I think is a good contender.
Party pack now with more DLC. Clearly this game is made by EA. You need to spend another $69.99 for the Edge DLC.
Now, what I find funny is that on SG's capture card, or on his game capture, I actually find it quite hard to see the hidden paths in the moon, whereas when I play the game on my TV, they're very bright and obvious.
Yeah, I always wonder that, because I didn't remember them being so obvious as a kid when I played the game, but like playing it now, it's like, is that always? Because it's pretty in your face.
Turning down the battle speed, I'm assuming to fight a dragon?
Who did that? Z-Man?
SG did.
Oh.
Meanwhile...
Oh, did we see a spoon? We did see a spoon.
Where was that?
Yimo just got it, I believe, at Earth Crystal.
Oh! That's, well, once he finds his edge on the moon, I guess that'll be a nice thing to have.
He's going to be attempting the Wyvern again, see if he's got enough speed.
So we've seen 5 key items so far.
still looks like the moon is going to be required. Actually, I guess the moon is required because Earth Crystal was the only other check down here, right?
That's right. They're gonna have to find something on the moon and find their underground access. These are some of my favorite seeds. When underground is blocked by the moon,
Well, these are
very challenging.
The best seeds, especially when you're commentating and not playing.
Yeah, it's having to get your underground access from the moon is quite scary because all the bosses up here are very high level, and the only real way to, I guess the fastest way to catch up to them is to sirens on golden dragons, but the golden dragons can take a while to kill, and also if you don't get your hourglass off quick enough, they might just have a couple things to say to you about trying to kill them. So it's a good idea to at least use one siren up here. It's also, some players might decide to just like scout and see if there are any, I guess, sort of quote-unquote free boss fights, since if they're diving into the moon, which the team on the right is most likely going to do, because Yemo does not like the Bahamut slot. They'll usually go to the lunar subterrane before they do the Bahamut slot. Maybe they'll go looking for something that's a little freer on their way down to the area where gold dragons can be found.
Cash 23 took a wipe to the Pain Man.
Oh, Pain Man, not again.
Not a good spot to wipe to because you have to do that first boss all over again.
You know, I was gonna say at least he's here and not at the element slot, but it'd be nice if he was at the element slot because, like, you never need to go there in this playset.
Oh, didn't he have the Avenger Sword on? Was that his issue?
Oh, that might have been it. Yeah, you don't want Avenger's Sword on this guy.
Also, I'm pretty sure I saw a Dragoon Spear, which would definitely help for the grinding on the moon, but I could be wrong.
Oh, that's right. Especially, so we do have Kane now. I must type a relevant emote.
That looks pretty great.
Never want to see that guy lurking. So SG had some luck. He found a free-ish boss fight in the lunar subterrane. Milan is not too bad. He mostly just spams Lit 1, which even though Milan's very high level, Lit 1 is just not a good spell. Especially to anyone that has Dragoon armor equipped, which I believe there was some form of Dragoon found somewhere.
I'm pretty sure there was a few
yeah.
that were found.
Yeah, that Lit 1 is... Yang is pretty much... Even if Edge dies from getting hit by Lit 1 a bunch, Yang can definitely carry. Smart of him to leave one of the gas alive so that Milan is not spamming quite as fiercely.
You definitely don't want to kill Milan before the gas, though, because they go absolutely crazy. It's not pleasant.
Yeah, and it's not like this. Like, normally the gas are very easy to kill quickly, but you're gonna have a little more HP up here.
Hey, Mom Awful. I like it.
Z-Man just coming upon his very own edge.
That's the other thing, too. I believe I saw Murasame or Moon, one of the...
Yeah, there was one in one of the Baronin chests, I believe.
Yeah, so he'll be... Yeah, Murasame, okay. Yeah, as K-Sith is saying, the gas hit like trucks. If you kill Milan before the gas, they pretty much one-shot anyone and attack very, very quickly.
That's right.
It's kind of funny to see, but usually doesn't happen too often.
I just had to take a sip of my lemonade.
No worries.
Can't go commentating without having some lemonade. Just can't happen.
Yumo taking the ever popular hairdryers, sorry.
The hairdressers, I think.
That's another fight altogether.
Yeah.
Cecil's favorite boss.
SG's still chipping away at the Milan fight, while Couch is getting his very own spoon. Z-Man is he's like pushing the back two hair dryers, which I don't think Yimo did. So he's going to be getting a ton of EXP for his efforts.
Stardust Rod is still very nice to see.
Oh, maybe not. Well, where was the Stardust Rod?
I think it was on the hairdressers.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna keep saying hairdressers at this point.
Yeah.
It's in my brain. It's there forever.
They are now the hairdressers. It's just like Cecil became Pain Man. These are now the hairdressers.
Yeah, I know they already had a Stardust Rod, but with the Palom and the Fusoya now. Although Z-Man doesn't have the Palom.
I don't
no,
think we've seen.
Porum, right?
Yeah, it was Porum. We haven't seen Palom yet this seed, but yeah, you were right. It was a Stardust Rod in the hairdryer chest. Man, SG is gonna be so happy when he finishes this fight.
He's actually using Hourglass. I was scared of those guests.
That's pretty smart. That's fast.
It stops Mylon from actually using attacks, right? He's only going to lightning now. Because his auto attacks can actually do quite a bit of damage once the casts are all dead. And was this D-Lunar spot, I believe?
I'm not quite sure. I want to say yes, just because that's
going to be 100,000 experience, which is pretty nice for his low-level party, right?
Yeah, very, very nice. That's usually like the slot you want to check if you're going to dip down all the way in the moon. Meanwhile, Team Best Angle, they don't really like to check Bahamut slot until they're on their way out of the moon, but Z-Man, he's going for it. He's going to check and see what's there.
Yeah, probably because they're both on the moon. Well, they're going to be on the same. Maybe he wants to get to settle away, then Couch can probably go, somewhere else in the D-Lunar subterranean.
Oh, it's Evil Wall. Interesting.
Ooh, that could be a rough fight. I don't know if he has a ribbon, and he definitely doesn't have an adamant. And Edward also makes that fight very fun, which I found out not too long ago.
Oh yes, Edward strats on Evil Wall, probably one of the best things in the game. And Couch is just heading up to the moon to join our three racers. Oh,
Yimo getting adamant armor.
Speaking of not having adamant armor.
Just a random adamant armor in the chest, no big deal.
Just adamant armor just chilling there, the moon's
very nice find. That actually might put them ahead by quite a bit, because they'll be able to do bosses such as Evil Wall, which Couch and Z-Man I don't think we'll be able to do right now.
That's right. However, judging... it's likely that Team Best Angle, despite having the adamant armor, they're probably not actually going to check Bahamut slot for quite a while.
Another free spot on Yuma's screen with the guards.
That's very nice to see. Yeah, that is incredibly nice to see.
Especially when you have the coffins ready to go.
Oh, and SG takes down Milan. After that grueling grind of fight, he takes him down, and what does he get? A defense sword again. Oh, that is a disappointing find for all the effort he put into that fight. But you know what? He got quite a bit of EXP out of that.
He immediately exits out in disgust. Just
you know what? If it were me, I'd be proud of myself for sticking it out. But I'd also be kind of mad that that's what I found. It's like, what? I already had a defense sword, please.
Moonveil from the Baron Guard, so nothing in the Pilgrim spot, unfortunately.
Oh, what a trolly moon so far. Who rolled this feat anyway?
The one and only Skelekity.
Okay, well now I'm not surprised. Couch going to check the giant chest. That's a fun play. That's like one of those slots that I find I usually put off and then forget about, and it's usually a slot that I feel like I should have checked much earlier.
Let's see if he actually does the elements fight too to see if it's a demist or not, because that's still out in the open.
That's right. That's also a worthwhile check to be making here. If the first slot is like Dark Imps or something, he could even check the second one.
Last arm, one of the more annoying fights.
And SG also grabs the adamant armor. Very nice. Yeah, last arm is quite a pain.
Looks like he's going down to the Pale Dim spot. Didn't they already do the Pale Dim spot?
No, they did D-Lunars.
I think Emo did the Pale Dim spot, no?
Did he? I think he might have done. Oh,
maybe just for the experience, because it is a free fight, right? The guards.
Oh yes, you're right. Yeah,
laughing coffins.
You're right. He did do the Pale Dim slot, but yeah, that's smart. It's a nice, fast, quick EXP with all those coffins. Look at that. That's right. He did also want to grab the adamant armor.
Z-Man now in the infamous Mylon fight.
Ooh.
Looks like he's doing a bit more damage to it though, so it might be a little bit quicker.
Yeah, he's got the advantage of Fusoya on his team. And also, he's definitely a higher level, I think, than SG was when he did this fight.
Yeah, Couch is going to check the elements fight.
Even just like judging by their HP currently. Magus Sisters, that's
That'll
annoying.
Be set out probably.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's thinking about it. Oh, he's going for it. Maybe he's trusting the Moon to Z-Man at the moment to see what's back here.
It's a bold move, Cotton. See if it works out for him.
Yeah, I'm interested. I want to see where this goes.
No, he reset out. Yeah, okay. That
okay. Yeah.
That's quite the fight in that spot, especially. I think it has the highest agility in the game.
Oh, he's going for it again with some better weapons.
Okay.
I like this play. I really like this play.
This is the big brain play. I mean, high risk, high reward, right?
This is the big brain play right here. This is like top 10 big brain plays if this ends up paying off. Yeah, that's right. D-Mist was a CPU slot in qualifier number 1. In fact, when the Twin Invitational was happening, Simbu posted a practice seed that Arte and I ended up doing, and D-Mist was at CPU and led to go mode.
Well, okay, I was about to say, not only does D-Mist have to be a CPU, but it also has to lead to something relevant.
Yeah, and I remember, like, I hadn't even gone underground yet, and I said, you know what? I'm going to be really upset with myself if I don't check Giant of Babel right now. I don't know why, I just have this hunch I have to do it. And then I went there, and there it was.
Stuff like that would have got you burned to the stake in the, no.
Looks like SG is getting started on doing the trap chest, which is pretty good. There are 9 of them on the moon.
Oh, they found Magma Key, finally.
Oh! Fantastic.
So we now have underground access.
That opens up a lot. Okay, so I suppose that, yeah, Yemo is going to be going underground and possibly leaving SG to tackle the rest of the moon. There are lots of trap chests up here still left, and SG seems to have a pretty good handle on it.
Z-Man should be checking this next, probably the plague spot, so he will probably be taking that. Yeah, Yemo immediately going back down to the blue plane.
Smart choice. Splitting up the 2 maps like this, want to do that as much as you can. Especially when you're at like a decently high level like these 2 are, there's plenty. It's just kind of a divide and conquer mission when that happens. SG mentioned that generally Yimo makes a lot of the routing decisions for the team, and that seems to have worked out pretty well for them in this event.
What's Yimo's team looking like? Does he have float pet? Can't remember if he picked up Fusoya. I mean, he must have had Fusoya, right?
SG does not have.
No, Yimo.
I don't know if Yimo does or not. I want to say he does because otherwise, like, they would probably be checking Baron in right now.
Yeah, I'm just not too sure if Fusoya got float or not, which makes Sylph Cave a little bit less trouble.
That's true. After all, they did a couple bosses on the moon, and also was Yemo the one that did Earth Crystal? He was, because he has the spoon. So he's done quite a few boss fights. I imagine if Fusoya doesn't have float yet, he'll have it very soon. He doesn't have it. Oh no, he does. He does. It's a second one right there. Wow, I can't read this. All right, well, it's nice to be able to actually check the underworld trap chest while on your way to the underworld. It's like something I never get to do. Rubicund on the moon seems like an extremely rude fight. Not necessarily because it's overly difficult,
this
but
time the ice spell
that's okay. That's like
wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal. Edge immediately negated it with his sword. But oh, the fires are quite annoying. They're slow. They're
especially
slow,
with this
they're
team
annoying.
where you have 4 bruisers and 1 puny.
Yeah. You just hate to see that. Couch 23 casting Meteor, I love it. And he took down Cindy. He's going for it. I respect this play. I respect the heck out of this play, and I'm happy that someone's doing it. Whenever I watch this flag set, I always think, oh man, I wonder if this will be the day that we see Giant Babel bosses, and you know what? Couch is just making dreams come true today.
Galaxy brain plays. We'll have to remember this task if they do the interview at the end. See who's
that's right. That's absolutely right. You know what? Let me write that down. Oh no, I don't have a notepad. I need you to write it down.
You're the one with like 8 monitors. I'm sure you can find.
Actually, I only have 7. Thank you very much. I found my notepad. We're good.
Ooh. Scary double red dragons on SG's spot. I believe he has the adamant, so it shouldn't be an issue, but they are usually very scary without that.
If only I can read my own handwriting in about an hour or so. We shall see.
Okay, see when you finally get the magma key. So
23andMe has her underground access. That is awesome. So Z-Man...
he's immediately exiting out, so he should be going down there now.
Yeah, he much prefers to do the underworld if he has a choice. So I imagine that when Couch is done checking this spot, he'll be heading to the moon. Yeah, psyching party members that have magic but never use it, very good strat with Fusoya. Also doing that to Edge is a good play, but Couch, I don't think, has recruited Edge.
Actually, something that I've been realizing recently, because I didn't really get to play with Edge too many times because it's always restricted, but his spells actually do quite a bit of damage, especially early on.
Yeah, in fact, if you take, if you have to go through Upper Babel and you have Edge actually, like, can wipe through the entirety of Sylph Cave. Almost. Like, when he has Flood that he learns from Upper Babel, he can take out, like, all the ghost chests just in, like, one hit.
The second video drops. Down to just Sandy now.
I'm very happy about this.
Sandy's countering with the 34 HP heal, trying to stay alive.
These big brain plays, I just can't.
Okay, we're getting our first look at Land of Summon Monsters bosses, and not the most attractive, Golbez and Dr. Lugia, so nothing too... Golbez is a big time sink, but...
Yeah, Golbez takes a ton of time, but isn't too bad, because no matter who he kills, as long as Yemo has Star Veils, it's a free fight.
And he has Adamant, so basically the only thing he has to be worried about is that first virus, and then as long as he gets Star Veil off after that, should be fine.
That's right. Yemo does have the Adamant armor, and hopefully there will be a Demolish attempt on Cecil.
And Couch powers his way through.
Unbelievable. I'm you know what? I'm proud of Couch right now. I'm very happy that we saw that.
That was like, I would say at least 10-minute play.
Yeah.
Not too sure specifically how long he's put into that. But...
And we'll see if he can finally put his curiosity to rest with this. I wonder what character he's going to get out of this. If he decides to get the character.
Yemo got the Star Veil off on Cecil immediately, so he played that well.
Excellent.
Free fight. And CPU is... Yeah, that's a reset.
Well, he got a ton of levels out of that. Z-Man going straight for the tower, that's a pretty good idea. That is 2 key item checks with the tower key. Tower key was an early key item that 3 of our 4 racers went for, and actually, no, sorry, I was wrong. That is 6 key item checks with the tower key. Yeah, I was going to
say, tower key is actually
yeah.
pretty decent. Even if you don't have the tower key, the tower
it's
is
still 5 key item checks. You know what? Couch went for it. I respect it. I respect the heck out of that. He
100%.
wanted to know if that D-Mist was there. And if that D-Mist was there, that would go from a big brain play to like...
That's probably immediately #1 spot. Like, you win. I can't imagine doing it. You like me doing that play. So.
That would be like... You ever see those pictures of like comparing the size of planets? That would be like your brain goes from the size of Earth to the size of Jupiter. Like that's just how big your brain is if you find Demas there like this early.
And if it's,
and it leads somewhere.
If there's a time to do it, is at the final tables of a World Series event. So
yeah.
The Golbez was a bust.
Let's see if Dr. Lugia has anything to say about that.
Another reasonably easy boss. Nothing too scary.
Yeah, this fight is usually not too bad. Ooh, the Sand Ruby for Z-Man! That's another key item towards the count to 10, and I don't know if we saw who was in the Kaipo bed.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if they looked or if I just didn't see.
Yeah, if anybody noted that, let us know. Oh, it was Edward. Oh, they should definitely go get him. They have the spoon.
Just drop Ed. No one likes you anyways, Ed. We got a spoon, man.
We got the spoon, man.
No, for sure. Like, you don't need Gang and Sid, so I would respect that if they dropped one of them for spoon.
We got the spoon man and the pan man. We got a full kitchen of berserkers going on in here. Tower key.
Give him the adamant so he might actually survive a big bang, and you're good.
I did that in the first qualifier.
It's not a bad play, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, his biggest issue is he doesn't get HP really ever, so if you can have him survive big bangs, he'll do a ton of damage.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
No, I don't think we've seen Bacchus Wines. Have we? I don't know. I don't trust you anymore, Sean Cass. You're trying to troll me a bit.
Oh, I trust Sean Cass.
Yeah, I've definitely seen someone use a Bacchus. I just don't know if they've found Bacchus Wines. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing that. However, checking shops on 4 screens, that's even harder than checking key items.
Yep.
Actually, that's not necessarily true. I think it's just as hard.
Couch found the adamant. So right after he switched all his armor around, immediately finds an adamant.
Okay, so that is going to be very good news for Z-Man, who tried to take down Evil Wall. But, except, I guess Z-Man doesn't really have to go back there. Couch can just do it himself.
He's a bit of a hike away from that adamant right now.
But now Z-Man can feel vindicated that Evil Wall is going down.
Okay, Dr. Lugia down. And it is A blank screen. Fantastic.
I can't remember what that means. Does that mean it's the hook? No, it can't.
It's a key item, but it's well, actually I don't know. When I got it, it was a key item. I've had this before, and it was a hook, I believe.
It means he mashed too fast.
So it looked like it might have been an Avenger sword, or was that possibly just how his inventory laid out, where that's not where it ended up? His very last item was an Avenger sword.
Meanwhile, Z-Man has to fight for Blue Gauntlet. Oh, this poor guy. However, Avenger's Sword will make quick work of them. Quick-ish work, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't think quick work and Fabula Gauntlet go together.
They go together like ham and peanut butter.
Ooh, we see a CPU. I didn't get to see what spot that's at, but pretty much CPU anywhere on the moon is kind of just gross.
Yeah, oh, that fight is such a pain. Especially when you don't have a healer.
Oh yeah, I just noticed he does not have a healer, does he?
Yeah, and let's be honest here, Cecil's not a real healer. He may think he's a real healer after kicking his healer off the ship in FF4, but he's not a real healer.
Good news is he does have deeps, which is maybe he can race the attack. It only does 10%, I believe, so he has at least 9 attacks that he can survive without needing to. It looks like that's what he's going for, just trying to out DPS the attack orb for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Wyvern Spot. Okay, so that doesn't have a ton of HP.
I guess it's interesting that Couch didn't go for Evil Wallet Bahamut, but I guess, you know what, Lunar Subterranean definitely has a lot more spots in it.
I think Wyvern has 24,000 HP or so. I don't know how that's split up amongst the orbs.
Well, that's not too bad.
No, he should be able to... Okay, 20,834 HP on CPU itself.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have an Excel sheet open that will answer that question, but Kate Sith answered it for us, so thank you, Kate Sith.
Maybe you do because you're cooler, but
that's a very generous use of the word cool.
I'd rather just give vague information around this amount, give or take 10,000 or so. And we get a package, so potentially another character check, although I don't think they really need to check that one.
I bet that's where D-Mist is. It's on monitor 7 of 7.
That would be just as big brain plays as the CPU, basically.
Yeah, that would be, I think, that would be like, okay, so on a scale where like you're looking at all the planets, like Jupiter-sized brain play was checking CPU slot, I think like Saturn-sized brain would be checking package.
So you're saying she might be checking out a package here?
Z-Man finishes the gauntlet.
He got another adamant?
He did. It looks like no key item for Z-Man's troubles, which always hurts from the football gauntlet.
That adamant goes straight on Fusoya, which is nice. I don't know if he has Quake. He should have Quake, but it's always nice to have that immediate Quake off, especially when you're checking Self-Cave.
That's right. Especially like Fusoya kind of carrying magic-wise.
I would say with that party, with Porum being the only other caster of any... Well,
yeah.
Edge technically can cast spells.
Edge can do it all.
I don't like him with his fancy eyebrows and his several awesomeness. I was wondering that too, Chief. I just got BGM only beside my name, no big deal. In breath.
I also just noticed that my name is listed as Pidge Zero Miss, which I totally forgot was my Discord name because I made it that as a joke like half a year ago.
Is that like not what your name was supposed to be?
I'm happy about it though. I'm not complaining.
I like it. You should get your own custom Zeroma spray too.
I do. It's called Painomus. Ooh, Twin Heart for Z-Man. Ooh, that. I mean, nobody really likes fighting the Twin Heart, but you know, it's a possible lead that wasn't open already.
Music? Question mark? Exclamation
point. Oh, yeah, that's right. If only.
Well, I don't think there's too many more checks down here, so we might be seeing it. Although, actually, I don't think Z-Man's done Silph yet, has he?
No, he definitely hasn't. I think Yemo is the only one making the dive so far. Z-Man went straight for the tower when he came underground, so he's still got lots of places to look.
Hey, Crest Ring on Yumu's side that could come in handy. Not a key item, but if you're going to get something useful, you know, it's nice.
Yeah, that's right. We can't broadcast music today because the teams are required by the rules of World Series to restream their Discord commentary, so we won't be able to hear the music anyway.
That's okay. Just play something from Chrono Trigger, everyone, and then just pretend.
I hope that Z-Man. Ooh, a ribbon. I hope that he reads the heart for it for us anyway, so we can just imagine what he was listening to. I found a crystal ring and a ribbon. Very, very nice finds.
It's not a bad little ribbon. Especially if you're going to go with the Edge Spoon word, because a ribbon and adamant armor will pretty much make him survive. But he could have Spoon. That's the thing.
We want to see Spoonward.
We have Spoon potential is all I'm saying.
Spoonward. The people demand Spoonward. Except, like, he's already got, like, 4 Berserkers, but...
That is a Kanazo at Ogopogo spot, which is...
Oh, that... Ugh. Oh, man, I'm making all sorts of facial expressions at that right now.
His Cecil is pumping out a lot of damage. He doesn't have lightning either, which makes it even worse, but his Cecil is doing a lot of damage. And,
I wonder...
How Wave works is it does less damage the less HP that Kanazo has, so he might be able to get it down to a manageable.
Does Edge have Blitz?
I don't think he's gone underground.
Oh, that's an underground spell, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And I know that there were like some Zeus Rages in chess or anything. I don't know if those were kept or if I actually don't even think SG would have gotten them because I think I saw it in Baron, but I think Yemo did Baron.
Yeah, he survived the first wave, so that's easy. Now he did enough damage to negate a lot of the wave, so it should just be a matter of
yeah, he'll be fine now.
Yeah, there he goes. He's in his shell now, so
there we go.
Over.
Nice, clean Kanazo fight. That was kind of like the last scary boss. What is he?
Hey, there's a piece.
Ooh, there's a piece of go mode.
We are halfway there.
Exciting.
So let's get we're kind of getting down to like, you know, not too many checks left. So where are you thinking the Legend Sword is?
I want to say it's
Summon Fame Wrenches left. We got Twin Harp, Luca Key.
I say it's demist at package. That's where
Demist at package. I like.
Yes, because it's a Skull Kitty seed. Nothing will surprise me.
I'm hoping it's something a little less obvious than just doing a trap chest on the moon.
Yeah. Well, they have the whole world opened. Oh no! You know what it's going to be? It's going to be Demist at package has Luca Key, which has Legend Sword.
Beautiful. Actually, we haven't seen Baron Key either yet. So still 2 checks there as well.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't seen Baron Key. Baron Key
is still open, I believe.
Yeah. Baron
So we
Key
could have a really long rabbit hole still.
This is true.
package into Demus, into Baron Key, into Luca, or into Pan, and then 17 out of 17.
My favorite numbers. Apologies, I have a weird cough happening. So, still have Yemo trucking through the trap chest as SG, just on a different planet.
Did we see the Bacchus? Is it in Underground? Yes, it looks like Bacchus was in Land of Monsters.
Land of Summon Shop, excellent. I knew I could trust Sean Cass.
I'll give him a pass this time, but I'm watching.
You'll give him a pass? Ooh, that's a good item.
I'm watching you, Sean Cass.
I think our 4 racers wouldn't mind getting a pass as well.
It's always nice to see that little bit of a time save, especially on a forge. So you can just come down, forge, immediately go. I'm glad Couch didn't try to use the life glitch on that Undead Dragon, which I do literally every.
Oh, that's right, the giant trap chest. Good on them for making that check.
Oh, pass was found. Okay, I didn't even see that. Very cool.
Yeah, it was last arm chest.
So Couch's big brain plays half paid off, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, that's a check that I imagine most teams would probably not make until like at least some way down their progress on the moon, but he went like straight there. Not that pass is a really time-sensitive key item, it's just like nice to have.
Couch finding the always fun CPU spot. Z-Man finding the always fun Golbez spot. A lot of really exciting bosses right now.
Interesting that Couch chose to take out the. Oh, he's going for. He's just going for it.
Rocks? Oh,
Yeah.
he's going rocks.
He's just wailing on him. He doesn't. He's got life potions. He'll be fine. This guy can only kill 2 people like per cycle.
Couch gives no cares.
Yeah, he's completely fine. And one of the globes missed probably because it targeted Kane.
Yeah, I had him in. Cure 3 is on Moonshop. Nice to see. But actually, especially since SG4 doesn't have a healer.
Sheila having the hook and the Luca key is quite a thing. So I was wrong. So Demus will not have Luca key at package, which I mean, you know what? I guess, you know, I could still be half right. So that is 2 more trap chest checks, a shop and a character for Yemo.
Ooh, where did Yemo get hooked?
That was on Sheila.
Ah, very nice. Okay. So you can check Rat Tail now.
That's right. He does have the rat tail. That's a good catch.
I appreciate that, Nick. Thank you.
Yemo with 7 key items. He's approaching that nice 10 out of 10 EXP. 10 out of 17 EXP boost, I mean.
Package for Leikuchi? I don't think we can have that kind of language in here, Nitsuka.
The coucher.
Oh, Coucher. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so Rat Tail leads to Baron. Baron.
That's where the Baron key is. Yeah, this is, this seed, you know what? This seed likes Lox's Shame, this seed likes Rabbit Holes, this seed likes not having demist.
They just want to give us extra time with everyone here.
I'm happy for that. It's, you know what? It's the final event of the final table.
Yeah, Baron Key has items for and 2 bosses. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a slow check because it has 2 bosses and a little bit of a cutscene before you can get.
That's correct. Also, character in here. Maybe Yemo will find Rosa or something. I don't know. You never know who might be in here. Could be a second Cecil.
A second Cecil would be very nice. Especially because I think Yemo has 2 Avenger Swords. I can't remember who got the second Avenger Sword on there. Yeah, I don't think they're too worried about, they might go for chests, but for the most part, they're very kitted out, so I don't think they need to check any more chests. As long as they're, not too far out of the way.
You know what, this guy? I just saw him get an item, and for some reason I couldn't read what it was. So yeah, Samurai Bow at Evil Wall. So, you know what? Good for Z-Man for noping out of that fight. I remember, I must have played 4 FF4FE seeds in a row where Evil Wall was either at Calbrana or top of the tower, and I just would laugh every time at this door just dancing and jumping around. And for every single seed that I played for a short period of time was like that. I was like, what is happening? But I haven't seen it ever since.
I had 2 in a row the past couple days that had Valis at my Lanzi spot, and my party was nothing but mages. It wasn't.
Dark Imps at Odin is extremely nice, because the Odin slot can be incredibly rude, but it's not quite as rude when you can just cough in them.
Yeah, especially when you're getting life glitches off too, so I think this spot's a decent amount of experience. Nothing game-breaking, but certainly if you can life glitch them, it's nice.
Now let's see what Yemo gets for his troubles.
It's the only kind of people I party with, Chief. I love my mages.
Oh, Fusoi hits full power and he gets a ninja robe.
Not the most exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's a ninja shirt. Thank you, Miss Guy.
I think Team Ninja Shirt is one of the other teams in the final table, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it actually? I was just being sassy. I had either way.
That's just funny.
I guess someone out there is serious about it.
Serious.
Well, he did Odin spot before he did the King spot. That's interesting.
Yeah, well, he's a quite high level. He can afford to do it.
Yeah, I guess it saves getting booted out and walking back in.
Yeah, either way, you're gonna have to make the long trek through.
Yeah, this plague won't last too long. And there we go.
That's a fun spot for Plague. Don't even have to worry about him. I believe I think it was Much Paranoia who said earlier that Plague at Milan Z slot is awful, absolutely awful, and
yeah, it's the back attack, right? So
I've seen that one a couple times. Oh, good, it's Tella. Oh, the old men are reunited.
Spin 4-3.
Hey, we got 2 weak casters now. We could double D machine. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, Sean Cass. That's pretty much all I heard too was double D.
Well, it's just a character from Ed, Edd and Eddy. It's okay.
Fusoi doing the long, slow walk down the plastic. And he gets Pinktail.
A Pinktail. Ooh, a second adamant armor.
I think that's actually. Did he have the second one already, or who got the second one?
There was one on the moon.
Yeah, but there was a second one too that they picked up.
Oh,
so
was there?
This is a third adamant.
Right.
I'm just not too sure who picked.
You're
up
right. I think it was in a trap chest.
So what is left? It might actually be a D-miss in a very trolly spot somewhere. Potentially behind package.
If it's behind package, then I'm just gonna buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah, we still got Twin Harp in play. We still got Luca Q that Yibo's checking right. But that's only 2 boss spots, and then obviously package is 1. So we're quickly running out of potential checks here.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, neither SG nor Yimo has the Twin Harp.
SG finding the Sand Ruby, and Couch is about to go check Evil Wall, which unfortunately we know is just a samurai bow. If there's anybody in chat that I trust to predict Z-Man's next play, it would definitely be Nit's guy, his teammate from the Twin Invitational.
I mean, it's literally the only other play really at this, because they don't have access to Luca Key, they don't have access to package,
That's
they don't
right.
have access to Aaron, so there's really not much else for him to do, other than obviously checking spots on the moon for more trap chests. And we had an Odin from Luca, so that was a big old bust.
Yeah. Oh, but he's checking to make sure this isn't demissed.
It's a smart play.
Yeah, I think we saw El Magus get messed up by that.
And
Oh, he just what? That's funny. That's really funny.
You don't want to run into the Odin at that spot. Is I believe
you don't want to run into the
with.
boss that you just literally found the summon for.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, hey, put that back. What do you think you're doing?
Yeah, I believe Evil Wall Spot has 66 agility, which is the 3rd highest in the game, tied with Ashura, who also has 66. So for an Odin to be there, it's a very, very fast spot, which is...
Oh, sorry, I thought I muted my mic.
But it's fine. I don't think it wasn't loud. You must prove your worth to steal my summon. So yeah, Yuma going back up to the moon to check all of the chests.
That's right.
That's very
they
true.
have not checked those trap chests as of yet.
And that's 2 checks right there.
Possible Demas checking up her Babel.
I'm actually surprised that well, I guess SG4 is already on the underground, so I was gonna say I'm surprised Yumu isn't actually doing the hook play, but both being on the underground is probably not the best.
Yeah, they have some unfinished business to take care of on the moon.
Oh, we have a finisher?
We do. Supremacy has finished at 1:17 official time.
Very nice time.
GG's to Supremacy.
The official cookie giver of FE.
So that makes me feel like I was wrong about every single prediction I made about Demist, and that makes me very sad.
Well, potentially, I don't know. We are getting a package check here, and it looks like Couch is going. And it's one of my favorite characters.
Yo, is that my boy Palin?
Good boy Palin. Does he have Avenger Swords on right now? Is that why he's attacking?
He does.
Yeah. That's gonna take it's gonna take a while. Just wailing on this poor 5-year-old child.
Porum is not impressed. She's like, no, stop it!
Yeah, the more you attack it, like it takes way longer than that. Let's do, unfortunately. But Pylum said, I had enough of that, and cast the world-ending Quake.
Literally Quack Kid. It's like, I don't even know this spell yet, and I'm still gonna cast it.
Yeah, Palom's definitely growing appreciation for Palom over the past couple.
Take Palom to Evelyn, lifeledge a couple things, and he comes out with Quake. Always nice.
Yeah. You don't even really need gear. Like, if you get Nuke just by levels, he'll be doing tons of damage to Zeromist.
Yeah, I did
reflex
see.
shots are very strong.
I did a scene recently where I had 2 black mages, and I didn't have a weapon on Palom at all, and he was still doing massive damage with his magic.
Even with nothing, he'll be doing like usually around 7-8k.
Yeah.
And let's see who the boss is. Ooh, it's King Queen Evelyn, so that's
Not Demas. Man, I was wrong on every single call. Feels bad. Z-Man finds the pan. He's gonna go see his boy Pan Man.
You followed your heart though with your calls, so I think that's what matters.
Oh, I sure did.
Hoping for the trolley Demas. I am very curious for this Demas, because yeah, there's not a ton of boss spots left.
Oh, Couch forgot to get the Magma Key. That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't seen Dwarf Castle either.
Oh, that's a very good point. Actually, that's surprising. I know it's like a little bit of a slower spot, but it's still a free check that you can do.
Yeah. Dwarf Castle, Upper Babel, and Twin Heart. We have not seen yet.
Everclave as well, right?
Correct. Yeah. The 2 chests in. And now Yimo is doing the giant check. He's going to be quite happy when he finds that pass.
Run away, SG!
SG is about to get his Twin Heart. Oh, and Kirchen has just finished, so Team Bulwark has taken first place in the final table. GG's to them.
Yeah, and potentially if no one else finishes like at a similar kind of time, then it could be something just trolly that they
Yeah, sometimes those really extraneous checks can really help you out.
The classic samurai arrows from Zelda Cave. Always nice. Okay, we're getting the Twin Heart die finally.
I hope that SG at least reads the heart so we can imagine the song.
Yeah, I feel like more people might have finished if it was Dwarf Castle. I hate doing this because I always do this when I'm like running and then it's just backfire, trying to like metagame the finish list, but
Yeah.
you would think more people would finish if it was something easy like Dwarf Castle.
Magnetic field in effect. Just letting you know. Magnetic field in effect. And now Z-Man gets his hook and his Luca key. I wonder if he's going to end up making those trap chest checks. Couch gets his magma key and he's heading back down.
We're getting our first look at Dark Elf.
If this is Demas, I'm gonna write a very strongly worded letter.
Yeah, I think Yumu was just looking to see if it was demissed, and I didn't seem like he wanted to go through with the rest of that fight to check CPU. Which is reasonable.
Yeah. Quite reasonable considering what was there. Go, Edward, go!
Looks like Z-Man's about to be doing the Twin Harp dive as
Yeah, not far behind. SG making that check right now.
Okay, I'm going to tune in on SG here. It looks like Edward is actually playing Taylor Swift, which is an interesting choice. I understand why that would hurt the Dark Elf's ear. No, it looks like a moon boss. Pale dim. Okay. I should Excalibur and Crystal Sword should make quick work of it.
Oh yeah, this is. Oh yeah, that was very quick work. Meanwhile, Couch is the first of our 4 to be checking Dwarf Castle, so that's also interesting on that side. What did he get?
Adamant.
Adamant. Oh, the other adamant.
Fourth adamant armor.
The 4th adamant. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness.
It's quite a few adamant armor.
Meanwhile, Antlion in Dwarf Castle. Quite annoying just because his counters take up time, but it's a pretty low HP slot.
Antlion is definitely the silliest googly app. Would love to see the designer for that, and it's like, done. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what we're going with. Are you sure you don't want it? Nope, nope, this is it. Okay.
So our dupe character was Tella. Oh, Yemo is checking the trap chest. Also interesting.
Yes, I believe K-Sith is right. Demist has to be in Upper Babel. I'm pretty sure every other boss location is.
Didn't really get anything for the Babel, for the Eblin chest.
Ooh, we got a Rydia, which I don't think Yuma will be picking up, but pretty strong character if you get enough levels up.
Yeah, she's quite hard to level up, but still, she's actually quite useful to take into Sylph Cave. I always like finding her and getting Leviathan. Now let's see what Couch got for his troubles in Dwarf Castle.
Hey,
there it is! The Legend Sword!
We got go mode. And he has pass, so I don't know what his levels look like, but I'm not too sure if he has enough levels to take Zeroma's right. There might be a bit of grinding.
Yeah, Couch, he might go for it. He has definitely been around the block in Free Enterprise. This is the 3rd of the World Series events in which he's made the final table. I would not be surprised to see him just go for it. Z-Man,
FF4
however,
is about to be done Dwarf Castle, I believe, right here. So
yeah, he's not far behind. Z-Man does not have either piece of go mode, so he's going to have to catch up a little bit, but he knows where they both are. He'll be fine.
Yeah, especially you just walk out, get Legend Sword of Dwarf Castle, you don't need to get any other key items to get.
Yeah.
And yeah, unfortunately, D-Mist is not going to be the catalyst to finish this seed, which is a shame, but yeah, you really don't need a lot when you have a Cecil with Excalibur and Adamants. So yeah, Couch should be heading right to Zero.
He did get that pass.
Yep.
He's doing it.
Right to Troy.
He's doing it.
And SG4 is about to get the Legend Sword as well, so they know that go mode is ready to go here. Although Yimo as well does not have either of the pieces, so this is going to be a very close. Yeah, Yimo noped right out of there.
Oh, we don't even get to see D-Mist. I'm so mad. I've been like trying to call Z-Mist for this entire seed, and we don't even get to see him. It looks like Invenerable and Penguinator have finished within 59 seconds of each other. They're not on the same team, so we could be having a close race for second place.
That puts a lot of pressure on their teammates now.
D-Mist wouldn't pick up the phone. D-Mist wouldn't return my text. You know what? I'm done with that dragon.
Demus is just having a me day right now.
Like, leave me alone. Y'all are always trying to find me.
Z-Man going to pick up his adamant before hitting up the adamant spot, the other adamant.
Thank you, Teddy. I appreciate that.
Strong, independent woman, you don't need no demon.
I'm a strong, independent woman who don't need no dragon.
Yeah, Passel with the Avenger and then Excalibur should basically take out Zeromus by himself.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
The Canes and the Yangs.
Couch, unconcerned with his level, is just
fancy.
unreal.
Is that a Mystic? Oh, that is a Mystic Quest boss. You are absolutely right. Can't you use Cure on this guy to cheese him, or am I thinking of something?
On Zeromus?
No, on the Dark King from this.
Oh. I don't know. Oh yeah, I've never played Mystic Quest, so I have no idea.
I played it when I was a kid, but a friend of mine speedruns it, and I've watched it a couple.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple friends that speedrun that as well.
Poor, I'm just eating that nuke for breakfast, but she's healthy.
She's alright.
Cecil is hitting for 75, 8,000 or so. 75.
Literally the pain lad. First he was the pain man, then he became the pain lad.
Right, so Yumbo getting his first piece of the... Which is surprising that he did Dwarf Castle first. Considering he has pass, he could have went to the moon, got at him, and came down, got sword, forged, and then pass, right? Now he has to go up to the moon and then back down to the planet to use the pass.
Well, I believe he noped out of Eblin, so he probably saved outside of Eblin Cave, and he might have just been closer to underground. But yeah, you're right.
Oh, he does have the adamant? Okay, yeah, he...
Oh, he does
fair.
have the adamant.
He does have the adamant. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes more sense.
So,
Yimo and SG potentially a little bit ahead here right now because Z-Man doesn't have pass and also is just getting his second piece now? Or does he not have Legend Sword either?
No, this is his first piece of Go mode.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like Yimo and SG are a little bit ahead here. Potentially.
And Couch finishes. Oh, I said that too early. I was looking at the race channel. Okay, there we go. Couch finishes. I was only a couple seconds early. GG's to Couch. Finishing with an official race time of 1:35.36. Yeah,
Cecil just absolutely eats up Zero Miss when you have the...
I just like looked over at the chat. I was like, Couch finishes. I'm like, oh wait, that is one of our racers. We have a second finishing team. Zen Achiever Ballin finished with Zilch coming in right after Penguinator, and then Team Ninja Shirt finished with Flurry crossing the finish line. So yeah, we are just waiting for 5 more racers to finish, and the World Series will be concluded. I hope that you've all enjoyed this event as much as we have.
Yep, so Yimbo on the way to Zeromus now, and SG4 is about to be there shortly. Okay, it looks like Z-Man's going to Forge, so he might have got the Legend Sword and we didn't see.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe
no.
not.
Maybe
or he forgot.
Oh, he's like, oh, yeah, that's right, Dwarf Castle.
He's purposely going it.
Yimbo heading into Zeromus now.
So yeah, even though Couch found the go mode first and finished first, SG4 and Yimbo were a little bit closer together in Kiev. So they potentially might be finishing a little bit sooner here as a combined.
Yeah, you were right about that being a slight advantage for Team Best Angle, because Z-Man still had to grab 2 pieces of go mode, one behind a very, very slow cutscene.
So at what point do you say, hey, maybe I have too many weapons? Maybe 3 swords.
When you're edged with 255 Excaliburs.
Yeah, that's right. I would love to see like some fan art of that with just Excaliburs coming out of every.
It's like, you think you got a lot of swords. It's like, yeah, well, I got all that and a spoon. What you gonna do?
The mighty spoon. Still kind of sad we didn't get to see that Edward Spoonward, but
I kind of forgot that Kane was here like this entire seed.
You know what? Everyone loves Kane. I really don't like Kane.
I'm a big fan of the Kane man, but I like every character in this game.
Characters. Yeah, like to be fair, I do like most of the characters, but as far as like usability, I don't put him high on my list. He's decent.
Nit's guy is unhappy as his team mascot was definitely the Kane Crushers, and the red Kane palette was a shout out to their team in the Twin Invitational, just like Blue Pain Man was for my team, and so on.
Now Nitz will never be my friend, and I love Nitz's name because I love undergrads, but apparently that's.
I've always been wondering if that's where it's from because I loved that show when I was in middle school.
It's just a fantastic show in general.
Yeah, DMO making very quick work of this boss fight as his SG. Like, as you were saying, you got Cecil, the Crystal Sword, and like any kind of Berserk and any kind of strong armor. He's just going for it.
I've actually tested it out before. I did a Cecil with Crystal Sword into Avenger with Ribbon and Adamant, and he soloed Zeromus absolutely by himself. Nothing else involved. So he is a pretty beastly powerhead.
Oh yeah, interesting play from SG. He brought Tello along to anchor. He figured that he wasn't going to need a white mage. That's interesting. I like that. And he's probably right considering the just massive damage output that this team of 4 Berserkers has.
And one edge just checking all of the things. Yeah, but especially with the amount of adamant armors that were in the seed, you don't have to worry too much about Big Bang. Looks like Yimo's in medio phase, so this is pretty much done on his.
Oh, SG finishes.
SG finishing as well.
SG finishes.
Yimo should be a few seconds behind him right here.
And Yimo probably about to finish as well.
There it is.
And there he goes. There he goes. Wow, that was like some team mirroring happened right there. Team Best Angle finishes with SG and Gimmo within
Like 10 seconds of each other.
12 seconds of each other. Yeah, 12 seconds. Wow, very nicely done.
Nothing wrong with that.
Team Best Angle. And Z-Man not far behind. He's got his pieces of go mode, and he's heading
He
back.
unfortunately has to do the run down to 0. Did not pick up the pass.
That's fine. This is a walk of shame seed. After we saw that Lion Cave. Z-Man, he's not going to let that get him down. He's going to go kick Zero Miss's butt.
Oh yeah, this should be absolute slaughter.
Shoutouts to the Free Enterprise channel rating us. Welcome everybody. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the race that you saw on your own end as well.
Hello, all of the people.
Yeah, it looks like shortly Yimo and SG will be joining us for an interview.
Awesome.
While Z-Man is finishing up. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Congratulations on finishing, you two.
Within 12 seconds too.
Thank you.
Very impressive.
At least we got that working as for ourselves.
Yeah, we really like to route to make sure we're always like being efficient as possible, and it's always feels good when we know that everybody was like. I feel like if you finish really close together, that means that you're both like covering different ground and coming together at the proper time.
Yeah, it's actually worked out because Couch 23, the other team in this stream, he actually got go mode and finished first, but his teammate didn't have either of the key items at that point, whereas you were only behind by 1, so you got that finished quickly, and as a team you finished.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to chase the rabbit holes to make sure we weren't too far ahead, and then it ended up that the Liam was there all the time.
Yeah, that's always the way.
Yeah. You guys, that was definitely a very, very heavily rabbit-holed seed, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
we were expecting a D-Mist troll getting.
We kind of were too.
We were waiting for it.
While checking for the last time, I was like, I have to check the first fight on Babil because where's the D-Mist?
Actually, Couch 20, I think it was Couch 23. He actually finished that fight and checked the CPU spot too.
The next.
He did.
Yeah, it took him a while, but it was definitely a big brain play. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. D-Mist was not there.
Yeah, do we ever know where it was?
I didn't.
It must have been over Babel because I believe between the two of you, you checked every other boss slot besides those two.
Did anyone do package on stream?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, my next step
package.
is going to go Babil.
Package was King Queen Evelyn.
That's right, it was. So, yeah, what did you guys think about that seed? I think, Yimo, you were the first person of the 4 on the restream to actually find the magma key.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest fan was the adamant on the moon. I think that was like the...
Yeah. Because you guys were very, very low level at that point, and finding that just made a lot of fights much easier.
Early game was rough, like obviously nerfs and stuff, like for instance Wyvern, but like going to the moon because you're forced to, just like, I gotta find carries or something.
Yeah. I ended up getting lucky when I went to D Lunar and I found the Mylon fight because I knew it was going to take a while, but I knew it was going to give me a massive amount of XP.
Yeah, we were cheering you on.
It was quite a time investment, but it was smooth sailing after that.
Oh, 100,000 XP at that point is pretty significant.
Yeah, that was quite a seed. Very unique.
Yeah, I noticed like this seed had a lot of having to go back and forth between the moon, the overworld, and the underground, like more than I think I usually see in this flag set.
It definitely felt that way, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm curious about. Tell us about this custom tracker that you guys use.
Well, it's called Mica Tracker. You can find it on GitHub. Just look github.com/sg4e/Mica Tracker. It's kind of funny because it's just like when we started practicing early on, I think everybody has an issue with communicating where the chests are. So I was like, and especially when I started playing, I had difficulty just figuring out how to map and how to path. So I wanted to just see if I could get the maps for the game and like pinpoint where all the chests were and then come up with like a system where we could very efficiently communicate to each other what chest had what and keep track of that kind of stuff. And that's how Micah Tracker came into being, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking at the tracker now. It's very fancy looking.
We're practicing a seed, and I found like the adamant on the moon on a chest, and I had to tell him where it was, and it's just like a complete disaster. I had to go up and down to check the floor, and when I did, Ezzy didn't know what the floor was, and then there are like several chests on that floor on B3 on the moon. It's like water, impossible. So
Yeah, when I was doing, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you finished.
Oh no, just when I was doing the 2v2 stuff with my partner, it was like charades trying to explain where certain chests were.
Especially the moon, because there are just some that are hidden inside of. I mean, even with the tracker, sometimes I try to figure out what floor I'm on. Like B4, B5 look very similar, so it's very difficult to communicate chest locations on particular maps, and that's what I wanted to do with Micah Tracker.
Oh, it very much is. Like, my teammate and I, like, back in the Twin Invitational, we tried to come up with a system of, like, indicating what chests are where, but, like, never really went anywhere with it. So it's, like, very impressive that you guys came up with that. And it really shows, like, how much chemistry you have as a team. Just, like, in things like you guys made your own tracker. Like, you finished in 12 seconds of each other. You started playing FE because it was Yemo's birthday. Like,
That's right.
It's just really cool. I loved all the background info I got about your team before the stream. Thank you very much for that, by the way.
Oh, well, happy. I mean, Yemo is just an amazing partner. So I mean, I think we're both a little bit burnt out for Free Enterprise just because we grinded a lot of the 1v1s, we grinded 2v2s, but it was a lot of fun, and I hope to do it again with him sometime.
Yeah, he carried me to the final table.
Well, they are doing
not true at all.
They are doing 2v2s every Wednesday now. I believe they're going to be weekly raid.
Yeah, that might be fun to jump in eventually.
No, we actually have a problem. Like, we cannot actually pair up with anyone that doesn't have the Micah Tracker now.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, you guys are going to suck together.
I wouldn't know how to tell the chest. That's
Just like in a pickup race, hey, I got a chest at S12. It's like, I've never actually explained that one. Sorry.
Looks like
we're
Z-Man
fine
should be
now.
finishing up here very shortly, though. He's pumping out a lot of DP.
Yeah.
Excellent.
there's
Yep,
Medio.
there's Medio. Let's go, Z-Man. So, how did you guys kind of enjoy, like, the World Series as a whole?
And it's dead. GG.
GG's, guys. That was a lot of
GG's.
fun, for sure. A lot. I feel like if I were to do it again, I should pace myself. Take like a half of the events that I really want to focus on and just do those instead of trying to do every weekend. But it was a tremendous experience. A big thank you to restreamers, workshoppers, everybody who had any kind of put any kind of work into this, because it was a lot of fun for the players for sure, and we all very appreciate it.
This was an excellent event to watch and be a part of, and yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it's over now.
But that's okay, because there's lots more Free Enterprise to be played.
Time for League.
What am I going to do with my weekends
when-
now? Like, have friends? Like, just leave the house on the weekend? Man.
Yeah,
League
definitely
flags when.
have no weekends.
Oh, wow. So we're seeing that 23NZ got 5th place by 50 seconds.
Wow.
Incredible. Couch actually he finished quite early. That's awesome.
But yeah, the game feels so good, and the 2v2 mode is just, I think, to me, the highlight for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely think 2v2 mode is one of the better seeds that they flex at. That and Forge, obviously. Forge is kind of classic.
It really is. 2v2 is actually how I started playing Free Enterprise. Like, my best friend got me into it a year ago, and we would just co-op seeds and voice calls, and then I joined the Twin Invitational, and then this happened. It's just like, oh, this is the best format. I'm so happy that people are doing things with it.
Yeah, pretty much the same, I think.
Yeah,
I
it's
have the confidence to join now pickups maybe.
Oh yeah. They let's bring them in. All right, welcome, Couch and Z. Congratulations on 5th place.
Thank you.
How very well done. Nice zero miss fights from both of you. So man,
Big green place.
Couch. How about that D-Mist?
It's pretty silly.
How about that, Demas? I was sitting here saying to
giant?
Robert that like, okay, you know, on a scale like you look at like one of those planetary map scales, like of how big the different planets are. Like Earth is anyone's brain, and Jupiter is Couch's brain right now.
Yeah, when you're diving giant, I was like, yeah, there's no way he's doing the sisters, and then you're like, nope, I'm doing it, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's go.
Might as well.
That was really, really cool.
The experience was very helpful for the moon. That was really my major thought.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to ask, like, what was kind of going through your guys' heads when you found the Darkness Crystal, knew you had no underground access? It's like, the moon seemed kind of scary because even though you had sirens, like, there wasn't really a good way to, like, grind on dragons or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised. I don't think we saw a single siren used.
Yeah, I don't think we did. That's pretty unique for Free Enterprise Sea for sure. So what did you guys think about that? See, like it seemed to me like it was a lot of going back and forth between the moon and underground.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was just a couple things forgotten on my end. Had to go back and get the magma key. Other than that, it was just it seemed pretty average.
Yeah, average. I think, to me it felt a little slow starting just because Abalon was basically a bunch of junk. But then once I got to Ordeals and I picked up that Avenger for Cecil, then, it really felt like the seed really picked up after that.
A little bit of a trolley wyvern too and Baron Inn. It's never nice.
That wyvern got me a couple times.
So Z-Man, what was it that made you decide when you went underground, like the world was your oyster, you had the tower key, you could check land of summons, what was it that made you decide to go to tower first?
I had the tower key, and with Cecil with the crystal sword, that makes those 4 trap chests, extraordinarily simple to check. So I figured as far as time versus number of spots, I figured tower just made sense.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's a very smart play. And then the XP from that, gonna make land of summons a little easier, I'm guessing. Yeah, that was interesting. I like that play. And then you went to land of summons after that. That's right.
Right. And then I did the land of summons because, again, I had the experience. So it's like, all right, do I do Sylph next, or do I do that, or do I do Dwarf Castle? I'm like, nah, Dwarf Castle's a one-off. We're going to just leave that go till later.
Everyone always forgets about Dwarf Castle. I certainly always forget about Dwarf Castle.
Yeah, until it's absolutely needed.
So I guess, like, it just kind of sucks that, like, the locations of those 2 key items, because Dwarf Castle takes forever. There's a ton of cutscenes in getting the adamant because it's, like, buried deep in the moon. And it just looked like kind of a pain when I saw that Couch had found the second part of the crystal, and Z-Man hadn't had any yet. But, you still made pretty quick work of having to pick up the rest of the key items.
Well, yeah, at that point, then, I was pretty much leveled to take on Zeromus, and so, nothing was really scary there. I'm actually kind of, I had mentioned this, to Couch that, I should have checked the Ogopogo spot, or the Ogopogo spot before I bailed on the moon. But then at the same point, I don't think I could have taken the Kainatsu spot, Kainatsu there at the levels I was at. I think Kainatsu just would have been too fast for me and just would have hit too hard at the levels I was at then. So, I think it just kind of came down to, I found magma, I got the heck out of there, and should I have checked Dwarf Castle first? Sure, absolutely, hindsight being 2020, but, I had everything else I needed, so, Dwarf just kind of drifted to the back of my brain.
I think you made the right call. I think you made the right call there, Z-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kainazo at Ogopogo definitely looked quite extremely painful. And especially, like, not having really an effective black mage to be able to zap him with, that didn't look pretty. I saw all those Kainazo fights. He was mean.
And then I made him look like a chump because, well, I could.
You certainly did. You kicked his butt. You know what? So, we always talk about, like, whose butt are we going to kick today? And we kicked Kainazo's butt today.
And, yeah, after Evil Wall kicked me around a little.
Yeah. Right after that happened too, I can't remember who it was. I think someone on the other team found the adamant armor on the moon like immediately. Oh, that would on the other side.
Yeah, well, Couch found it not too long after I actually got to the moon, and I believe the words out of my mouth were like, "Really?"
Yeah. And then after that, I think that seed had total like 4 adamant armors or something.
I found 3.
Yeah.
I think we counted 4
It was a pretty silly amount, which is
between the 2 teams.
Well,
Absolutely.
at some point, we just both stopped emptying, looking at chests. So
I think Yemo found the pink tail and didn't even turn it in.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a very abundant adamant armor seed, and
I mean, once you get a Cecil with Crystal and Avenger and also an adamant, you really don't need it.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other thoughts about that seed, or about the event as a whole? Anything that you want to add?
I just want to say huge thank you to all of the mods, admins, workshop helpers, the people who did all this. Like, they've been working their butts off. They deserve some awesome credit for all the hard work they've done for us. I just want to say thank you, and thank you to the commentators, restreamers, everybody that I raced with. It was a blast.
yeah, absolutely. I just want to echo, everybody. This was a fantastic event as a whole. Of course, I'm a little partial to 2v2 because I love it, but this has just been an absolutely fantastic event. And thank you to all the restreamers. Thank you to all the commentators. Thank you to all the admins. It's just been a fantastic event, and I'm looking forward to the next one. That's for sure.
Well, thank you guys very much. Well done on the seed. Well done in the series. I'm glad that you guys had such a good time. It was a fantastic event. I think World Series is definitely going to be one that we remember for a long time. This is a great event. So does anybody have any, I guess, parting words before we sign off for the night?
I'm good.
We're all good on our end. Yeah.
All right, then I suppose I'll just echo what you guys said. Thank you very, very much to all the tournament admins for all the hard work in planning and executing this, all the restreamers, all the trackers, all the commentators, and all the players as well. Everybody put on a fantastic show, and this was just a really fun event to be a part of. Just have fun with everybody else playing this randomizer that we all love.
Especially Shalakity for just rolling the I'm doing air quotes in the air right now, the best seeds possible.
They've been quite fun to witness and
Always
quite
the
fun
best.
to play.